I'm Andy Costello, commercial real estate broker here with Brandon Heimbigner of Northwest Furniture Bank. Tell us a little bit about what you do here.
Yes, so Northwest Furniture Bank, our mission here is to restore hope, stability, and dignity by giving furniture to those in need. Our main branch is in Tacoma. We opened the Vancouver branch about 5 years ago. And really, it's very similar to a food bank. We take in furniture donations and give them out to the community, to people in need. In order to get a donation, you have to be referred to us by a referring agency, such as Share House, Council for the Homeless, or something like that.
And then you also have other items that you sell to the general public to help fund the organization.
Correct.
Right?
So we have a retail space that we're standing in right now called Hope Furnishings. And a large portion of this furniture here is donated. I would say about 80% of it. And anything sold in this space goes directly into funding the nonprofit Northwest Furniture Bank.
Yeah, that's an impressive mission because obviously there's a huge need for what you're doing. Do you know the origins of how Northwest Furniture Bank came about?
So it was, the idea originally started kind of around that 2005 era. And it was started by our founder, Bill Lemke. He's since retired, but he was the executive director. But an idea about this really came to him. He was volunteering in a food bank, and he thought that there might be something that you could do a similar setup, but with furniture. And it was just kind of a series of events, and his son inspired him to do one major thing of significance in his life, and one thing just kind of led to another, and Northwest Furniture Bank was the result.
Yeah, the power of legacy.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
There's obviously lots of challenges working and running a nonprofit. What would you say one of the biggest challenges has been so far?
I would say really just getting the word out. I mean, the need is there, but connecting with the right people who can help refer to us is always one of our biggest priorities. We've been doing great so far and continue to do good, but as we grow, that means taking on more referring partners. So that's something we're actively trying to work on right now, is getting more community partners who can refer people in need to us.
Well, I mean, working for a nonprofit, there's a lot of things that you can attribute your success to. And I remember when you first came to town, you were in downtown Vancouver, and now you're, almost over in East Vancouver on Mill Plain, much larger location. What do you attribute the success and the growth to?
I would just say the need of the community. It's, as I said, we've been around in Tacoma since 2007, but obviously serving up there, we can't go from there and just with that one location be able to serve other populations in Washington. So really having two locations has been huge. But I'd say, the growth for here has just been a growing need, especially we were founded before COVID and we're in Vancouver before COVID. So once COVID popped up, that need grows.
Yeah, that makes sense. Is there something that you'd want the community to know about Northwest Furniture Bank?
I would have to say, keep us in mind when clearing out furniture. A big goal of ours is to keep usable furniture out of the landfills. We do that, of course, by repurposing it and connecting it with people in need. Beyond that, if you need new furniture, you can shop in our Hope Furnishings retail space. And again, all that money goes directly back into funding the nonprofit.
Yeah, it's important. If there was a message you'd want to put on a billboard, is there something that comes to mind that you think would be appropriate?
I would say just take a second, really be grateful for what you have in your house. It wasn't until I took this position that I really realized how fortunate I was to have furniture my entire life. I had never had a reason to think about it until I was face to face with people who did not have furniture. At this point, maybe in past points as well, but just really taking a second to be grateful for what you have, and even if it's not furniture, just whatever it is, being grateful.
That's really a good message. That applies to so many areas of life, doesn't it?
It does.
So Brandon, tell everybody where you're located. If they want some more information, where's the best place for folks to learn a little bit more about Northwest Furniture Bank?
So you can go to our website, northwestfurniturebank.org. Best thing to do would be just come on in. We're located in the old Spanky's building on Mill Plain and 137th. If you know where Chuck's on Mill Plain is, we're in the same parking lot, but opposite ends, right across the parking lot from Larson's Bakery. So best thing to do is come on in and see it for yourself.
Yes, and I will be sure to put a link to their website in the notes on the show so that you can easily learn a little bit more with a click of a button. Thanks so much, Brandon.
Awesome, thank you.
It's been a pleasure getting a tour today and learning more about what you're doing here. Thanks for you and your team here, what everybody's doing. Appreciate your time.
I really appreciate it, Andy. Thank you.
Thanks so much for watching this week. Take care of yourself, and if you can, someone else too. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.